Hi everyone, I'm Whitney from Sugar and Sparrow, and today I'm showing you how to make this deliciously moist and flavorful blood orange olive oil cake. It has the perfect texture and it's a one-bowl recipe that's so easy to mix up by hand. This recipe is sponsored by Amoretti, and I use their natural blood orange artisan flavor to create an incredibly authentic flavor for this olive oil cake, and used it to create a glazed topping that's so delightful and just bursting with beautiful citrus notes. Since blood oranges aren't always in season, I love that this product is naturally flavored with real blood oranges and super concentrated to give you the perfect flavor without having to use a lot. Plus, it's really versatile and so easy to add to your favorite recipes for ice cream, frostings, cupcakes, cheesecakes, and more. You can find this natural blood orange artisan flavor in an entire collection of my favorite Amoretti products at the link in my video description. Let's get started with this recipe. I'm adding all of my dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. 1 1/4 cups or 166 grams of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup or 150 grams of granulated sugar, a half teaspoon of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Whisk all of these dry ingredients together until they're fully combined. Then make a well in the center. Pour in 2/3 of a cup or 180 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil, a half cup or 120 grams of plain Greek yogurt or sour cream, 2 large eggs, and 1 tablespoon of Amoretti natural blood orange artisan flavor. Whisk everything until combined. Normally when I bake cakes, I let my dairy ingredients come to room temperature before starting the recipe, but note that this recipe doesn't require room temperature ingredients. That means you can truly whip this cake up on a whim. At this point, your batter will be really thick, so we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of fresh citrus juice and whisk it in. I'm using a Cara orange for this, but you can truly use any orange or lemon juice for this part of the recipe. The juice doesn't add much flavor-wise in the final cake because it bakes off in the oven, but it does help thin out the batter, and the acidity reacts with the leavening agents in this recipe to help the cake rise. When you're finished whisking in the citrus juice, the batter should look like this. Pretty thick, but pourable. Before I whipped up the batter, I greased an 8-inch cake pan and lined the bottom with parchment paper, so now I'm going to pour all of this cake batter into it. Then bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes. Here's what the cake looks like fresh out of the oven. You'll want to remove it from the pan after about 5 to 10 minutes of cooling and then let it cool completely to room temperature from there. I kept the decorating for this cake super simple and rustic with a dusting of powdered sugar, and then added some Cara orange slices since they were the closest to blood oranges I could find at my local grocery store this time of year. Then I tucked in some sprigs of rosemary to add some contrast. I think the presentation turned out so beautiful, and I could not wait to dig right in and taste. The blood orange flavor in this cake is phenomenal and so refreshing. Plus, the texture is super moist from the olive oil and Greek yogurt. It's perfect for anyone who doesn't love a super sweet cake, but if you want to take things a step beyond, you can easily make a blood orange glaze to add on top. To make a glaze, add together 1 1/2 cups or 180 grams of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of whole milk, and 1 teaspoon of Amoretti natural blood orange artisan flavor. Whisk it all together until you have a uniform glaze and serve it alongside your cake for your guests to pour on top. It's such a pretty natural pink color. It totally amplifies the blood orange flavor and will take this cake one step beyond. If you love cake, head to my blog at sugarandsparrow.com for more recipes, decorating tutorials, and ideas for your cake making. And whether you're just starting out with cakes or curious about my methods, check out my Cake Basics playlist on my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button while you're there so you never miss a new video from me. Thanks for watching!